Another change that we see in the Middle Kingdom, not only more naturalistic portraiture, but we see a change in burials or burial practices. Rather than the giant pyramids that say like, hey, come dig here, there's awesome stuff beneath. No, 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 no. They realize that's too difficult to maintain. So the evolution of burials is that they are now inset into rocks. So they're referred to as rock temples now. And you might be thinking, rocks? Where are the rocks? It's all sand. No, 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 it's not. Remember, I told you that the Nile is built or runs through a canyon. And those canyon walls have over millennia extended or have created these canyon ridges that are far from the center of the Nile. And those rock faces of the canyon wall are where they now start to inset their tombs. We're going to go down here to Beni Hassan. Beni Hassan is the modern Arabic term for this site. And here, back to the image I was showing you before, is the tomb of Khnumhotep. Khnumhotep, his name literally translates from Khnum, who was an Egyptian god, Hotep, which means is pleased. So his name means Khnum is pleased with me. And he is one of a long line of ancient, I guess you wouldn't call him nobility, but he's part of a really powerful family who are involved in government and politics. So he's got a lot of power, a lot of prestige, and so he's going to get a nice chunk of tomb for his burial. Okay, we're going to walk inside. Now, what we're looking at here is the columns that would have been the official entrance. The modern day gate around it is to protect it from looters. Originally, that wouldn't have been there. Instead, there would have been priests on patrol around these grave sites to protect them from any kind of looting. It didn't work. But thankfully for Khnumhotep, most of his temple, or his tomb, remains. So as I said, these are now a new type of tomb called rock cut, and it's because they are literally cut into the rock face of the canyons. They are hollowed out of the living rock cliffs. They are very shallow. They don't go back very far, but they have a columned porch, which is what you saw here. And then once you walk through that porch, you go into a hallway that is held up by columns. And on either side, the walls are decorated with scenes of the dead, the buried person there. There's Khnumhotep on a hunt on a boat on the Nile, but also with anything and everything that he would need in the afterlife. So these figures here are all servants, and the idea being that when his Ka occupies this tomb, he can recognize and inhabit his body on the walls, and all of these little people will become animated, and then they will serve him. Here's another view. We were standing looking at that wall right there. So here he is rolling through the Nile on his boat, just having a grand old time. Most of the treasures that were portable, they were already taken, looted. So all that remains is the wall paintings, but they're fairly well preserved. Here you can see a whole series of these. So this is taking the place of the mastabas and the pyramids. These neighborhoods, these necropolises, are now inset into the walls of the canyon. But honestly, that's all I can say about the Middle Kingdom. It's not that it's not interesting. It's just that the New Kingdom is right around the corner, and it's bigger and bolder and stronger, and so it gets a lot more attention. So let's go look at the New Kingdom.